Okay, Sagittarius, I need you to listen up, tune in, because Spirit is showing me a new year where everything that you thought was delayed suddenly is about to start accelerating, okay? And I need you to get ready for it, Sagittarius, because 2026 feels kind of like a divine reroute that's going to put you back on the path that you were always meant to be walking on anyway, okay? So if you have been feeling restless, if you've been feeling unfulfilled, or just like your soul has outgrown your current reality, I can understand that, Sagittarius. This message is going to be your confirmation that a major shift is coming, okay? Don't tune out, stay with me, okay? Welcome back, you guys. This is the Spiritual Connection, your hub for divine clarity and soul alignment. I am the spiritual bridge, and I help seekers become finders, healers, remember their gifts. If this message finds you, Sagittarius, if it found you, trust that it's divine timing. You know, Spirit makes no mistakes, so you are right where you're meant to be. Thank you so much for being here with me, okay? Before we do get into your cards, Sagittarius, I want to ask you, leave a little residue of your good energy on my thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. Hit the hype button, the new YouTube hype button, you guys. It really helps push this message out to the Sagittarius collective that needs it, and that's the goal, y'all. I want to reach as many of you as I can, okay? If you happen to want your own personal 2026 prediction session, you want to know your exact transits, your tarot messages, your timelines, your breakthrough, your blessing, all of that, I got news for you. My 2026 readings are open, you guys. The link is in the description box below and in the pinned comments, okay? This is collective Sagittarius energy. So after this reading, don't forget to check out the other placements in your big three, your moon, your rising, sun, Venus. However, if you resonate with the Sagittarius energy, you're in the right place, okay? I'm going to tell you to comment your big three below. And also, while you're down in the comment section commenting, you guys, I want you to also tell me, Sagittarius, one thing that you are calling in for 2026, okay? I want you to use the comment section like you are penning a letter to your future self, okay? The one that you can come back to at the end of the year and just see how Spirit moved in your life, see how your mind was blown, okay? Just put some good juju out there into the universe, all right? Real quick, though, I just want to give you just a little overview of what's going on for you astrologically. The big thing, Sagittarius, in 2026 is going to be a self-reinvention year for you, for sure, okay? We got a full moon in Sagittarius towards the end of May of next year, and that is going to bring you a powerful emotional climax around your identity, or your life direction, Sagittarius, okay? It's going to be a big thing. Something about who you used to be is going to get released, or it's going to end. And then towards the end of the year, the sun is going to move into your sign, November 22nd, and we're gonna have a new moon in your sign that's gonna hit right after that. I think towards the beginning of December 8th, okay? Don't quote me, but I believe it's December 8th. When that happens, you guys, that's gonna give you a clean slate. That new moon coming in, giving you a clean slate, is refreshing your storyline, and it's gonna give you a brand new cycle of purpose. It's really giving 2026 for you, Sagittarius, is really giving the old me versus the new me, okay? That's the energy all year long, okay? But let's get into the cards and see what else Spirit wants to reveal to you, Sagittarius, about the year 2026, okay? Get into the details. Like I said, if you have Sagittarius anywhere in your chart, you resonate with the Sagittarius energy, you have home here, you have family here. You're here for a reason, okay? But thank you, Spirit. Show me, reveal the energy guiding Sagittarius next year, 2026. What is the energy guiding Sagittarius 2026? All right, so ooh, Zachiel, with the purple energy. So I'm telling you, what did I not tell you, Sagittarius? This is lining up with the astrology perfectly, because when I told you 2026 is a re-identification, like you're redefining yourself. Okay, this is definitely a year of destiny. Okay, Sagittarius, I did a collective reading for 2026, just for no matter your sign, just for the collective, how we're all connected. And 2026 is very much a spiritual year. Okay, there will be a divide that happens, and this year, your entire year is going to be shaped by your higher awareness. Okay, it's really going to push you into emotional maturity, spiritual elevation for sure. Okay, because I feel like, this is just major spiritual development. That's what I'm seeing. A destiny shift. Like something in 2026 is going to redirect your path towards your true purpose or your true calling, and higher consciousness is unlocked. I feel like, your intuition, your spiritual gifts and clarity are going to be increasing dramatically, Sagittarius. Okay. Do expect some pride and some ego healing. Okay, and this is not in a negative way, but it's very much in the sense that spirit is softening you so that you can receive, and not just fight or try to perform. You know what I mean? Zachiel is definitely about forgiveness as well. So forgiveness themes are written all over your 2026 Sagittarius. You're gonna have to let go of old resentment, definitely old versions of yourself. Okay, just be prepared for that. Old expectations may have to go as well. Okay, but definitely I feel like 2026 is gonna be a year where your internal peace is going to be restored, especially after you've had such a difficult 2025. I feel like that's what this is really showing. This card also really tends to show up when I feel like someone is stepping into a position where their voice or their leadership or, their wisdom is needed. And Sagittarius, you are being prepared for visibility, okay? You're being prepared for visibility, influence, a deeper sense of purpose, like, definitely. And especially in a spiritual sense, some of you this may be your confirmation. You aren't crazy. Yes, you're being called to more spiritually, Sagittarius. And then we got everything's okay here at the bottom of the deck. 444, there could be an additional message in that number for you, but this just confirms the entire energy of 2026. You're being divinely guided. Okay, the steps that are being overseen by spirit, your ancestors, all of them, like you are being protected. Okay, any fear, any type of delay, any confusion leading into 26 is only temporary. So don't hold on to that thinking, oh, this is how 2025 is ending, 2026 is just gonna be. No. Okay, I feel like this is unexpected good news that's gonna arrive. Okay, the universe is already in the mail coming to you, Sagittarius. Doors are going to open in places that you didn't even know that you wanted to go in. Okay, I feel like this is literally a message spirit is saying, stop worrying. Stop worrying, Sagittarius, because it's handled. Okay, the thing that you have been stressed about is going to resolve itself, and that's when the breakthrough comes. Support is going to show up, and clarity is going to be there. Like, I feel like, Sagittarius, you need to know that you don't need to control the outcome. Okay, you just need to prepare yourself to claim the outcome, to receive the outcome. Okay, like I said, 2026 is a very divinely orchestrated year. Okay, realignment. Purpose is activating in you, Sagittarius. You're going to step out of survival mode and into spiritual leadership. Okay, spiritually, like I see you leading the collective, Sagittarius. Okay, this is the universe. I feel like is really lifting a weight off your shoulders too, and it's because your destiny is rerouting you, and everything that you think that you lost, or everything that you feel like is delayed or not coming through is being restored for you. That's the beautiful thing of this, Sagittarius. This is going to be a year where you're finally going to feel safe. You're going to feel supported. You're going to feel guided. You're going to feel like you're back on your path. Like, I'm feeling myself again. Okay. And that 444 just really confirms, like, you're not walking through 2026 alone. Of course, you have Archangel Zachiel here guiding you as well. I feel like you have the world is your oyster. It's like you got the world in your palms, Sagittarius, like literally. And I feel like you're going to be leading the world to a higher spiritual consciousness. Sagittarius. Yeah, you got a big calling here. So let's look at the potential challenge that Sagittarius may face in 2026. Show me the potential challenge that Sagittarius may face in 2026, Spirit. Ooh, Sagittarius, because yeah, the Tower is coming out. So I'm telling you, this is a groundbreaking year. Literally groundbreaking in the sense of there must be some things that are destroyed, okay? There are some things that have to end, and I feel like literally your old self is what we're talking about, Sagittarius. But the biggest challenge I feel like you're going to face in 2026 is just going to be that things are just suddenly going to change, okay, Sagittarius? And I mean suddenly. Like, and it's going to force you out of your comfort zone. Okay, it's gonna force you out of a comfort zone that you didn't even realize that you was hanging in. Like, you didn't even realize you was just comfortable and clinging onto your comfort zone like this, Sagittarius. Okay, this Tower is not punishment though, y'all. It's very much cosmic interruption. I'm telling you, this is divine. Okay, because something in your life that has been unstable, it's been ignored, or it was built on faulty, shaky foundations. Yeah, that has to be dealt with. It has to. Okay, this kind of feels like a situation that you may have outgrown, but you haven't fully walked away from it. You know, sometimes we can stay in situations longer, holding on for whatever reason, but this could also be a belief system that you've been holding on to for safety. Some of you, I feel like, you know, especially around your beliefs around spirituality, those could be drastically changing, okay? Because I feel like 2026 is going to be a year of spiritual awakening for you, okay? This could be a relationship or a job where you have been, you know, just trying to make it work, just trying to survive, but you are not thriving, right? You could have even been sure of a direction, right? But it's like suddenly you want to pivot or you want to reroute. And that's not chaos. It's very much alignment through disruption, okay? That's what this is. Something has to collapse so that something more can be aligned. Something more aligned can be built. You know what I mean? And the challenge isn't the event. The challenge is going to be your ability to really surrender the control. That's what's going to be the challenge here. And you're going to have to just trust the redirection, because I'm telling you, we got the moon here at the bottom of the deck, y'all. This is really a secondary challenge, because the energy beneath everything is fear. It's fear. It's projection. It's uncertainty. It's the subconscious patterns trying to resurface. And I feel like, you know, this moon at the bottom really just reveals that, you know, you may kind of doubt your intuition right now. Or you doubt your intuition when you need it the most, Sagittarius, and that's not good. Okay. You may have some old emotional wounds that may, you know, really shape or distort really how you see a certain situation. You may struggle to, you know, discern or decipher between your intuition and you just being anxious in your head. You know what I mean? You might even be clinging to something out of fear rather than faith. You may realize that. And you got to be careful, because you could also misinterpret people's intentions or like feel unsure about your path. And I feel like this Tower moment is happening because you've been seeing something through a fog, like, you know, and this illusion is what's going to break in 2026, because Spirit is like, no, you got to see. You can't operate from these outdated stories. You can't operate from trauma responses or just wishful thinking anymore. Okay. The challenge, should you choose to accept it, Sagittarius, is going to be to stay grounded, stay aware, and really just trust everything that's being revealed to you. Even if it's uncomfortable at first, okay? Even if it's uncomfortable at first, because your challenge is a reality check that's really going to lead you to being free, okay? Everything that's false, everything that's not meant for you, it will crumble, it will collapse. The confusion will clear, the truth will be revealed. And yeah, that's what I feel like, you know, that's what's being revealed. Let what is false, or let what has to end, Sagittarius. That's the biggest thing for you in 2026. Okay, but let's look at your biggest breakthrough. Your biggest breakthrough or blessing. What's the biggest breakthrough? Ooh, that's too many. Okay, but I love that the Knight of Cups was on top of that, because it feels like definitely whatever it is, it's coming towards you. It's inviting you. Okay, it's a call for you. What's the biggest blessing or breakthrough And we keep getting 2 cards. Okay. So clearly there's a method to the madness, because I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, and I love this. I love this energy, because why do I feel like something that you have been building, nurturing, caring for, and that's what you've been called to do. You're going to finally start seeing progress around that. That's what I'm seeing. That's the biggest breakthrough or blessing of 2026 for you, Sagittarius, is that there's going to be progress that's made. And this progress isn't just fast fleeting, it's legacy. Okay. This is something that's going to last for a lifetime. But I'm going to tell you this, Sagittarius, your next chapter is literally about wealth, stability, support, really a long-term foundation just finally locking into place, okay? Because these 2 cards together are really huge. And I feel like this is establishing something, like I said, that's going to last. Something that really just supports future you, and even future generations possibly for some of you, okay? You're going to be moving out of this survival mode and into building something very real. Side note, I don't know who this is, Sagittarius. One of you are going to literally be building your dream home. I don't know who that is. Spirit told me to confirm it for you right here, okay? But this Ten of Pentacles, this is long-term success. This is wealth that comes from work that compounds, okay? And this security, that's not temporary, okay? It's very structured. Some of you could be completing a long chapter financially, or entering a higher status era, or, you know, just securing something that helps you stabilize your future. Some of you, excuse me, some of you, you're receiving support or resources or guidance, and it's going to help you position yourself to really build an empire, okay? Because this card shows you stepping into your rightful place, your inheritance. That's what this is, okay? Your purpose path and material growth. Because the pentacles are here. So this is not something that, you know, you just feel. This is going to be something you can see, feel, taste, touch, okay? This is something real. And this Queen of Pentacles coming out with it, you're stepping into a role where you are cared for and you care for other people. You manage your life, you know, you manage your money, you manage your opportunities, all of that with a little bit more maturity in 2026, okay? Because you may find stability by just really getting into a routine, Sagittarius. Start taking your spiritual gifts seriously, Sagittarius, okay? And really cultivate your skills like a garden, because this is an entrepreneur. This is the entrepreneur. This is the caretaker. This is the provider, the one who really handles life wisely, you know? What you invest in now is going to grow and grow and grow and grow, okay? Your energy, your craft, your discipline, your structure, all of that is going to start paying off for you, Sagittarius. Because I feel like you're becoming the version of you who can maintain this wealth. And that's the difference. You're not just manifesting this wealth. This is wealth that you're going to be able to maintain. And like I said, with the Three of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, this is progress. This is confirmation that the growth is happening. Your plans, they're taking shape. They aren't just plans, okay? Your future is expanding beyond this current moment, Sagittarius. And you're stepping into a bigger version of yourself, where everything that you've been preparing for is really starting to show those tangible results. And you're going to realize that all the work that you've been putting in is not in vain. Okay, this new path is going to open up to you. One that's really going to bring you opportunity, more opportunity than you ever thought you lost, okay? And whatever spirit's trying to shift out of your life. Because this is very much forward momentum. And I feel like, you know, doors are opening for you, and you're moving into alignment. This is literally legacy era. That's what I'm seeing. Like, that's what we just need to coin 2026 for Sagittarius. Like, this is going to be a chapter defined by your stability. Like, you know, your long-term wealth. People are going to be able to see it. You got a routine, you know, you're responsible, you're mature, like everything is leveling up for you. Your path is expanding. You're going to be able to see long-lasting results, Sagittarius. This is really, really good. Like, you're not somebody that's just dreaming dreams. Like, you're going to be able to make that reality. And not only just for a little while, but you're going to be able to sustain it, okay? This is very much queen energy. Don't take it, you know, like female, male, you know, if you're a man, or, you know, but this is very much queen, like empire energy, okay? Okay? You're going to be looking back one day and you're going to say, like, 2026, yeah, this was the year that everything changed for me. Like, that's what it looks like. All right, let's look at Your love energy, Sagittarius. What is the love energy guiding Sagittarius in 2026? Let's see overall love energy. Ooh, interesting. So healthy choices. Okay. When it comes to your relationships, people that you're entertaining, connecting with, even outside of romance, you're going to have to, like, spirit, you know how they say, you know better, you got to do better. You got to make better choices, clearly. Okay. I'm going to just say, Sagittarius, you're going to be choosing yourself first. That's what your love life is really like. Love and relationships are going to be guided by that. You're going to have to prioritize self-love and self-care, okay? Creating healthier patterns in how you date or how you relate to other people, and not repeating those old cycles. And you're going to have to set some real boundaries and be very intentional about who you allow access to you. Okay, very, very intentional. I'm telling you, that's why Spirit is doing this over here with the Tower, because some people they aren't aligned. Okay, and it's gonna be imperative that you don't be in their line. Okay, because I feel like this is really a year where Spirit is guiding you to love from a different place, a healed place. Okay, not the old wounded place, not a rushed place, or not a compromising place. Right. In the year 2026, you're no longer going to be attracted to that chaos. Anything that's inconsistent, or, you can't just be going off the potential. No. People who drain you or your energy, like, they gotta go. You are choosing emotional wellness over all the glitz and the glam and the excitement. And clarity over second guessing. If someone got you second guessing, no. It's a no, okay? You need reciprocity over chasing, Sagittarius. You ain't chasing nobody, okay? If they ain't sending the energy back, if it's not reciprocal, it's gotta go, okay? Your standards are rising, and so is the quality of your relationships, okay? And then look, we got Mirror here at the bottom of the deck. This underlying energy. I feel like relationships are really going to reflect your growth back to you. That's why you got to be careful about who you connect with, because your wounds, your triggers, your healing, all of that is going to show up in your relationships, okay? You may encounter people who mirror your inner world, or old wounds may try to show up so you can, like, finally close them out. I'm going to just tell you, though, Sagittarius, the people that you attract are going to change, okay? They will change because you're changing. Like, that's just it. Any imbalances that you have felt, if you are in connection and there's some type of imbalance, especially when it comes to the giving and receiving, that's going to become so painfully obvious. You're not going to be able to, no, okay? You're going to clearly see who's for you and who's not, all right? This is not a year of random dating, Sagittarius. This is a year of conscious relationships and self-awareness, because that mirror energy really also, I feel like, says that somebody may come into your life who's going to reflect a healthier version of you, and a healthier version of love, but it's only going to happen for you, Sagittarius, after you commit to choosing better for yourself. Like, you have to make that choice for yourself, because 2026 is very much a year of emotional maturity, okay? I see you breaking through karmic patterns in 2026, Sagittarius. You're not just settling. You're not just tolerating any type of confusion and all that hoopla. And no, you're definitely not ignoring the red flags when they're right up there in your face, okay? You are building a love life that you do not have to heal from. And that's a beautiful life to have, okay? Because I know you've had to heal to get here, all right? The more you prioritize yourself, Sagittarius, the more you prioritize your emotional well-being, the more aligned your romantic connections are going to become, okay? So the more you work on yourself, the better the people coming into your life are going to vibe with you, okay? The better the connection, the more beneficial the connection. But let's look at the energy guiding your money and career in 2026. Let's see, what's the energy guiding Sagittarius money and career in 2026, Spirit? Ooh, see, I'm telling you, I don't know. You're doing something with your spirituality. I don't know who's going to become a shaman. Some of you may decide to go into tarot. You may be up here doing tarot. Listen, 2026 is very much a spiritual year, and it's all about your life purpose, and Spirit is calling you to higher, Sagittarius. Like, that's just the skinny and fat of it, okay? And I'm going to tell you this too, Sagittarius, your career energy really for 2026 is shifting out of you thinking like, how do I make more money? And you're going to be shifting more into like, how do I step into what I'm actually called to do? And I'm telling you, once you align with that, like once you start thinking about like, what is my purpose? Instead of just trying to chase the money will chase you down, okay? Like you are running from a dog and that dog wants you. I'm telling you, Sagittarius, okay? I feel like, this card is really saying that you're being guided toward a path that aligns with your soul, okay? It can't just align with a paycheck. You can't just be doing it for money, all right? It's bigger than that. There may be a pull toward work that involves teaching or counseling or guiding or advising, or healing or some type of spiritual leadership. I'm telling you, you are entering a season where your intuition is going to become your strategy, and your fulfillment is gonna that's how you got to use that as your compass for your next steps. Like if it feels good, go that way. If it don't feel good, if it ain't firing off, maybe choose a different direction, Sagittarius, okay? This can feel like, softening or slowing down so that you can hear your true calling a little bit more clearly. And there's nothing wrong with that because, like I said, your whole year is really stamped in spiritual awakening. So you got to be quiet to hear what Spirit is saying, okay? This card also really confirms that I feel like your natural wisdom, your experience, everything that you've been going through, your inner peace, that's going to become your greatest asset in 2026, y'all. People will seek you out for clarity. Okay, mark my words. They're going to seek you out for clarity, support, and understanding. They are coming and looking for Sagittarius. And look, we got Anchor here at the bottom of the deck, y'all. I feel like, this is huge because it's showing you the contrast. You may have been feeling stuck, especially you may have felt financially blocked or like things weren't moving, as fast as you wanted, Sagittarius. But this slowness wasn't punishment. It was more so just trying to redirect you. And I feel like Spirit paused certain areas in your life so that you wouldn't, anchor yourself down into the wrong space, especially in the wrong career path. That's why some of you, this destruction maybe in your because you've been moving, you just been trying to survive and make money, but Spirit is saying no. Like that can't be your MO, that can't be your mindset. Like we're building something way deeper, bigger than that, okay? Just know that this anchor still shows too that you're spiritually protected, financially protected, even when things move slowly, y'all. Your stability, I feel like, is going to be increasing, but not through doing more. That's not what it is. It's going to be doing what is aligned, okay? Together, I feel like, these cards are saying that your career opens up when you stop forcing it. When you stop forcing stuff and you start following your true calling, Sagittarius, that's when your whole life is going to change, okay? This is the year where you got to listen more than you hustle, all right? And you got to align more than you trying to scramble and survive, okay? This is all about your purpose. It's not pressure, it's purpose. You are being pulled into something more spiritually fulfilling, more authentic, and more aligned with your natural gifts, who you naturally are, Sagittarius, okay? And you may be reintroducing yourself to yourself, okay? This is divine timing card too. Your career success, it's not blocked. It has not been blocked. It's just being repositioned for you. So, be ready. You're being called to step into your divine path in 2026. And that's a call. It's like, you can try to not answer, but they're going to keep calling back incessantly, and ring, until you answer. So I'm just saying, all right. So I see we had Archangel Zadkiel come out for your overall energy for 2026, but I want to see what other angel is guiding you throughout the year of 2026. What other angel is here with Sagittarius, supporting Sagittarius throughout the year of 2026, Spirit? Ooh, all right. Angel of inspiration. And I love that. You're being inspired. I feel like your angel is coming through and inspiring you. That's what I'm telling you. If you're not inspired to do something, to make a move, if you're not 100% sold, Sagittarius, that's your indication that it may not be for you, okay? I'm just the messenger, because you have to be so intentional next year, okay? And this is really, Sagittarius, confirmation that your angels are not just around you, but they are actively influencing your thoughts, your ideas, your next steps, all of that. They are active. There's an active energy, okay? What this angel of inspiration I feel like is doing for you is literally whispering ideas in your ears, okay? Giving you nudges, visions, and creative sparks in your mind. And you may have moments in 2026 where you suddenly just think of a new plan, or you just you get clarity on something that was confusing. You may feel pulled in a certain direction, or this could look like feeling motivated after feeling, you know, drained lately. Definitely expect to experience synchronicities that are going to lead you to the right people or right opportunities. I don't feel like this 444 showing up was just coinciding, okay? This is not random. This is very much divine inspiration, and you are being guided to something way bigger. Okay, way bigger. This angel shows you, I feel like, look, this lady is like sitting in thought while this angel stands behind her, just gently illuminating her mind. And I feel like this tells us that you're entering a season where your inner voice is going to become very loud, okay? Your inner voice has to become louder than the outer noise. And the answers that you have been searching for all this time, they're going to start popping up, because here your angel is giving you the insight. It's like you're taking a test and somebody behind you whispering in your ear the answers, okay? Your creativity, your intuition, and your problem solving abilities are going to be supercharged, Sagittarius. This is also, I feel like, reassurance that you aren't doing 2026 alone, okay? You aren't. Your guys are working overtime to push you into alignment, Sagittarius, because this angel really shows up when you're under divine mentorship. And I feel like, you know, the presence of this angel really just means you're being taught, you're being prepared, you're being trained spiritually behind the scenes. It's kind of like, you know, you about to be an angel in heaven, and that's a job, and I got to give you your 3 weeks of training. You know what I mean? Definitely I feel like you're being led toward the right opportunities, being redirected away from the wrong opportunities, okay? You're going to be receiving sudden breakthroughs, sudden aha moments, sudden clarity. So just be all year, okay? I feel like, you know, you're going to be receiving ideas that are going to lead to not only financial expansion, but spiritual expansion for you. And it really just ties beautifully into this Buddha card that we pulled earlier, because your path forward is really going to come through intuition, inspiration, and divine downloads, okay? Not force. And I feel like, Sagittarius, you in turn are going to be an inspiration to others, okay? You are being divinely protected, divinely guided, and divinely inspired. Trust that. Trust the ideas that come to you in 2026. They aren't random, okay? They are your next steps, and I need you to pay attention to them closely, okay? Open up your ears for your guides, because they're here whispering, giving you the cheat codes, okay? Sagittarius, if this reading resonated for you, you feel this energy, you claim this energy, make sure you like this video, share it with a fellow Sagittarian friend, and comment below, okay? And if you want to go deeper, you want to get, like I said, your personal timelines and breakthroughs and blessings and challenges for 2026, you can book a private one-on-one session with me, or a tarot forecast reading. The links are in the description box below and the pinned comment section, you guys. I would love to guide you into your most aligned year yet, because it's a very spiritual one, okay? I'm gonna tell you that. And don't forget to check out your other placements for your full picture of 2026. Check out your big three, okay? Plus your Venus sign if you're interested in love and money, okay? Venus with love and money. So yeah, but that's what I got for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your spiritual bridge today, and I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, in between time, until next time, love you.